Hi, I'm Makai Block with Limitless North. I want you to think about this, that the people that dream small, the people that think small, and the people that work small are the people that work the hardest and get paid the least. Think about this. The people that dream small, the people that have small dreams and are just concerned with this little area of life and they're not making big strides on anything, and they think small, they just think within this small realm of their world, and they think, I can only accomplish so much, so I'm not going to think outside of that. I'm just going to focus on getting a few things done here. And then they work small. They never take massive action. They never really take the time to think about how they can get what they want out of life, and they simply work hard at what their small dreams are and what their small thoughts are. They work harder than everyone else, and they often get paid the least. The people that are dreaming big, that have wild ideas, that are thinking big, that are thinking, how do I get to that level in life that I want? And then they work hard and they work big and they take massive action and giant steps that cause them to grow. And it takes hard work, but they're taking huge steps and they're working big on big things. They're the ones that get ahead in life. When you're thinking small, when you're dreaming small, and when you're working small, you're going to be stuck in this limited realm where you feel like the walls are closing in. You'll never have enough money. You'll always be working paycheck to paycheck, living paycheck to paycheck, and just eking by and working so hard and grinding your teeth and thinking, how do I just get a couple more dollars to pay my bills, to pay my rent, to just get by? And that is a stressful place to be. Nobody wants to be in that place, right? You want to be in a place where you're free, where you don't have the pressures of the next paycheck coming in, and life is good and life is easy. But you can never get to that place by thinking small. And thinking small starts with dreaming small. So you have to dream big. You have to dream bigger than where you're currently at in life. You have to think about, what do I want out of this life? So that's casting the dream. That's casting the dream outside of your small world. What do I want out of this life? Not what do I think I can have or what do I think I deserve, because your self-esteem could be so low if you're in that position that you don't think you deserve that much. So don't think about it in that term. Think about it as, what do I want out of life? If I was unhindered, if I could have anything I want, what do I want my life to look like? That's dreaming big. Dream big. Idealize the life that you want. And then think big. Don't just think about the things that you know how to do right now. Think about the things that you don't know how to do. How do I get there? How do I get to the place that my wildest dreams could become a reality? Break that box that you're in right now that keeps you thinking small and thinking that you can never accomplish that. You can. You have unlimited potential inside of yourself to be whatever you want in life, and the only thing that holds you back is your own limiting belief. So think about that. Your dreams are set. They're set bigger than you ever have before. Now you're thinking big. How do I accomplish those? You might not know. You might not have the slightest idea how to accomplish your dreams, except that you know that you can accomplish them. And you start looking around at who's accomplished the stuff that I want in my life. Who do I know? Who do I see? Who's in the world that has done what I hope to do in my life? Start learning from them. Read their books. Watch their videos. Take notes from them. Think about what it is that they're doing in their life, and then start to do that in your life. And chances are you don't know the whole picture. You just know a little piece of it, but you can do a little step here, and when you take one step, your vision goes further. You take another step, your vision goes even further. So you can only see so far ahead of you, but every step you take gets you to see that next step. So think bigger, and then work bigger. Don't just work hard. Working hard is the biggest lie that has ever been sold. And it's not a lie in the fact that you should work hard. Everybody should work hard, right? I'm not saying be lazy, but working hard by itself does not get us where we want to go. You have to work hard on smart things. Now, I used to hate that saying, and I'm being honest here, I used to hate it. People would tell me, don't work harder, work smarter. And it just drove me nuts because I didn't understand it. I was in college, I was working my butt off trying to get good grades and get my degree and run a business at the same time, and I just didn't know how to think. Sure, I got straight A's and I could work really hard on things and be great at it, but I didn't understand how to think. I didn't know how to work smarter. I just knew how to work hard. But that kept me so limited and kept me stressed out all the time. It kept me just totally depressed, not in an emotional sense, but just in life. I mean, all this weight was on me and I was just compressed and depressed under it, and I didn't know what to do other than to work hard and just think, oh, someday my hard work will pay off. Have you ever asked yourself that, or have you ever said that to yourself? When will my hard work pay off, or someday my hard work will pay off? I bet you have, and I bet you're still wondering that. I bet you're still asking yourself that question. When will this pay off? That's because you're working hard, but you're not working hard on smart things. So working small, that's what that looks like. It's just working day after day after day on the same things, grinding it out, getting your hustle on, getting your grind on, but not knowing how to actually achieve huge steps. So you've got to work big, and you've got to couple that with your big dreams and your big thinking, and then your big work, your big action. You take massive action on things that are actually going to give you the results you want in life. Don't just do tedious work. Don't do hard work. Anybody could work hard, and everybody should work hard. But it's the people that get ahead in life and that are successful, they're the ones that work hard on smart things that bring them the greatest possible return for the work doled out. I think about a mechanic in a small town, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I grew up in a small town in Montana, and I actually wanted to be a mechanic because I used to work on old muscle cars with my dad. In high school, we restored a handful of classic Mustangs that I just love those cars. And I had so much fun bonding with my dad and working on these old cars. And I just told my dad one day, I think I want to be a mechanic. And he's just like, no, you don't want to be a mechanic, because it's not hard, it's not fun work, it's hard work. And it's fun here rebuilding cars with me because it's a passion project. But when you have to repair cars for people, when you have to bust your knuckles on things and you're getting paid to do that, it's hard work. And you can never really get ahead doing that. You're just going to be under cars all the time, smashing knuckles and really just doing the same thing over and over and over again. And you're going to be doing hard work, which I held as a point of pride, but you won't be doing smart work. And now I'm not saying that mechanics aren't smart or anything like that. I'm just using that as an illustration of people can work so hard their whole life and never get ahead. And that should just prove to you that it's not hard work that gets us ahead. Certainly that's an element, that there has to be hard work in the right direction. Now, a mechanic who understands how to repair cars and do all this stuff, and then thinks to himself, okay, I could spend my entire day fixing a car, getting paid an hourly wage, or, what I could do is hire somebody, pay them less than what I'm paid, what I get paid to, fix an entire car, pay them an hourly wage, and then I can have profit for the company. And not only can I work on a car, but he can work on a car. Okay, and then you do two more, and you do two more, and you do two more, and you start thinking outside of the box that I can hire these people, put them under me, delegate my tasks to them, and raise my value in life by doing bigger work, by doing better work, by casting bigger dreams for myself. Maybe I don't just want to be a mechanic. Maybe I want to own the entire shop, which means that I have to manage people, I have to learn how to delegate work, I have to work hard at those things, but I'm not under the car busting my knuckles anymore after a certain point. Instead, I'm in the office making deals, getting in more customers, finding ways to keep my customers happier, making sure that my workers are treated well and happy and getting what they want out, and then training them to become managers so they don't have to stay under the car their entire life too. So that's thinking hard. Thinking big. That's dreaming big, thinking big, and then you work big. You take these massive steps. But if you're living paycheck to paycheck and you're just grinding out your work, just hoping that I can get enough work in to make that next paycheck, and then I can finally breathe for a couple of seconds and I gotta go right back to it. You just don't think outside of that. It's so rare that people in that situation ever get the break they're looking for, or even have the break to think about life and say, man, what can I do to change my situation? Instead, you're just working, stressed out, working, stressed out. Okay, I can pay my bills, I can pay my rent, back to work, stress. How are you going to get ahead in life that way? How are you ever going to change your life if that is your situation? Take a pause. Start thinking about bigger things. How do I change my life? How do I cast a bigger dream than the situation I'm in right now? Because if you're just working hard and you're working hard all the time and you're stressed out, you will never change your life. You will never get ahead. Hit the pause button. Cast your dreams a little bigger. Take a deep breath. Think bigger. How do I do more than just what I'm doing? Because what I'm doing is not working. And then work bigger. Sure, work just as hard on the stuff that you have to get done. But make sure that you leave a little time to work on some other things, to work on bigger things, to get yourself out of that tough, stressful, excruciating situation that you're in, living paycheck to paycheck, grinding out work, and pride yourself on your work ethic. This is a mistake so many people make. They pride themselves on their work ethic. They think, I'm such a hard worker, and that's what makes this okay, that I'm living paycheck to paycheck because I'm such a hard worker and someday I'll make it. That's great to pride yourself on your work ethic and keep doing that, but pride yourself on your thought ethic, on your thinking ethic, on the fact that you will work so hard on work, but you'll work even harder on your thoughts, on your dreams, on yourself. You'll improve yourself so you can add more value to your situation and get out of this terrible situation of stress and lack and living paycheck to paycheck and worry and all of that. Dream big, think big, and work big. You don't want to dream small. You don't want to think small. You don't want to work small, because those people work the hardest and they often get paid the least. Do you see the difference? I really hope you do, and I hope that this helps you just pause and think about your own life and how you can maybe change a few things and change the way you do things, change your thought process just a little bit to start getting out of the situation that you're in, to start lessening the stress, and start inspiring yourself towards something greater. Thanks for watching. I'm Makai Block with Limitless North. Catch you on the next one.